Is the FIFA World Cup real? Are football referees bribed? What if I told you that every World Cup match you scream at, every last-minute goal, every red card, every penalty, might not be as simple as it looks? Some fans believe the FIFA World Cup is scripted. Others think referees are bribed. And whenever a big team gets a strange penalty, or a smaller team gets a goal ruled out, the internet explodes. Football is fixed. FIFA already chose the winner. The referee was paid. But is that actually true? Today, we're going to talk honestly about it. Not like angry fans after losing a match, and not like people who blindly trust every football authority. We're going to ask the real question. Is the FIFA World Cup real, or is there something suspicious happening behind the scenes? First, let's be clear. The FIFA World Cup is a real competition. Real players, real teams, real pressure, real injuries, real mistakes, real tears. The players on the pitch are not acting like movie stars. When a player misses a penalty and cries, that emotion is real. When a country gets knocked out, that pain is real. When a small team beats a giant, that shock is real. But here's where things get complicated. Just because the matches are real does not mean football has no corruption. Football has had corruption scandals. FIFA has had corruption scandals. Referees in football history have been involved in match fixing. So the better question is not, is football completely fake? The better question is, how much can corruption influence football? And is there proof that World Cup referees are bribed? Fans usually believe matches are fixed for 3 reasons. Number 1, controversial referee decisions. A penalty is given in one match, but the same type of contact is ignored in another. A red card looks too soft. A goal is disallowed after VAR. Suddenly, millions of fans feel robbed. Number 2, big teams seem to get more protection. When Argentina, Brazil, France, England, Germany, or Portugal get a favorable decision, fans of smaller teams often say, of course, FIFA wants the big team to win. And number 3, football is emotional. When your team loses, it's hard to accept. It's easier to blame the referee than to say, our team made mistakes. But emotion is not evidence. A bad decision does not automatically mean a bribe. A strange VR call does not automatically mean the match was fixed. Sometimes referees are wrong, sometimes the rules are confusing, sometimes fans don't understand the law of the game, and sometimes, yes, decisions are genuinely suspicious. That's why we need to separate 2 things, bad refereeing and corruption. Now, we cannot pretend football is perfectly clean. There have been major corruption scandals in football. In 2015, US authorities announced charges against FIFA officials and sports marketing executives in a large corruption case. That case was about things like bribery, racketeering, and media and marketing rights. So yes, corruption has existed around football. But here's the important point. Corruption around football is not the same as proof that World Cup matches are scripted. A football official taking bribes for business deals is terrible. It damages trust. But it does not automatically prove that a referee in a World Cup knockout game was paid to make one team win. Those are different claims, and they need different evidence. Now let's talk about referees. Has a football referee ever taken money to influence matches? Yes, it has happened. One famous case was Robert Hoyzer in Germany. He admitted to taking money from a betting group to fix matches, mostly in lower divisions and cup games. He was banned from refereeing. That case proves something important. Referee corruption is possible. It is not just a fantasy. But again, we have to be careful. Saying one referee fixed matches in Germany is not the same as saying World Cup referees are bribed. The World Cup is watched by hundreds of millions of people. There are cameras everywhere, VAR rooms, referee assessors, betting monitoring, journalists, rival federations, and fans analyzing every frame. Could corruption still happen? In theory, yes. Humans are involved, and humans can be corrupted. But is there public proof that World Cup referees are regularly bribed to decide winners? No, not from the evidence we have. One reason people believe referees are bribed is because football rules involve judgment. Let's take penalties. One referee sees contact and says, that's a foul. Another referee sees similar contact and says, not enough. To fans, that looks like bias, but sometimes it's just interpretation. Handball is another example. Was the arm in a natural position? Did the ball hit the hand first? Was the player making the body bigger? These questions are not always simple. VR was supposed to fix everything, but it didn't. VAR can help with offsides, mistaken identity, violent conduct, and clear errors. But VAR still depends on human interpretation. So now fans don't just argue with the referee, they argue with the referee and the video referee. That makes controversy even louder. This is a fair question. Why does it feel like big teams get more calls? There are a few possible reasons. Big teams attack more. If a team spends more time in the opponent's box, they are more likely to win penalties. That can look like favoritism, but it may also be pressure. Big teams have famous players. When a superstar falls, everyone sees it. The camera shows 5 replays. The commentators talk about it for 10 minutes. That moment becomes bigger than a normal foul. Big teams also have more media attention, so every decision involving them becomes a global debate. But we should still be honest. Football authorities need to work harder to make decisions feel consistent. Because when fans don't understand why one decision is given and another is not, trust disappears. Yes, the World Cup is real. It is not a movie with a written ending. Players train their whole lives for it. Coaches lose jobs because of it. Countries celebrate because of it. Careers are made and destroyed in one match. No scriptwriter could plan everything that happens in football. A goalkeeper making an impossible save, a defender slipping at the worst moment, a player scoring from 30 yards, a penalty hitting the post, a small team shocking the world. That chaos is exactly why football is loved. But does that mean everything is perfect? No. Football has politics. Football has money. Football has powerful organizations. Football has had corruption. And referees, like all humans, can make mistakes or, in rare cases, be corrupted. So the truth is in the middle. The World Cup is real, but football is not innocent. If we're going to say a referee was bribed, we need proof. Not just, I feel like it. Real proof would be things like money transfers, phone messages, betting patterns, confessions, whistleblowers, or official investigations. Without that, we can say a decision was terrible. We can say the referee had a bad game. We can say FIFA needs more transparency. But calling someone bribed without evidence is serious. It can destroy reputations. It can also put referees and their families in danger. And it distracts from real criticism. Because there are real things to criticize: poor communication, inconsistent VAR use, unclear rules, and lack of transparency after controversial matches. So here's my final answer. Is the FIFA World Cup real? Yes. Are football referees sometimes bribed in football history? Yes, there have been real cases. Are World Cup referees definitely bribed every time there is a controversial decision? No, there is no solid public proof for that. The more realistic answer is this: football is a real sport played by real athletes, but it exists inside a huge business where money, power, pressure, and politics are always present. That means fans should ask questions, but we should also be careful not to turn every mistake into a conspiracy. Because sometimes the referee is not bribed. Sometimes the referee is just wrong. Sometimes the rule is badly written. Sometimes VAR makes it more confusing. And sometimes your team just lost. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think World Cup referees are fair? Or do you believe FIFA protects certain teams? Comment your opinion below, and be honest. What was the most suspicious referee decision you've ever seen? If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and share it with a football fan who still believes their team was robbed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you